Hey there, my well-being folks. Hey, I just wanted to come alive because someone messaged me the other day, and I was in the profession for 32 years plus. Actually, I'm still in the profession because I'm going back in helping out. But one of the questions that I often get asked is, Charlene, how did you not let the system bother you? You seem to show up positive. You seem to show up and still able to love on other people, etc. And so I thought I would speak to that because so many different people have asked me about it. And I just wanted to say, I think one of the most important things for me as I led was that I want to be like the healing presence for someone. Every day that I get up with the intention to make a difference in someone's life. That is why I went into the profession. I went into the profession because I wanted to make someone else's life easier, or someone breathe easier, or someone not have so much pain. It was just this intention in me to want to help other people. It really reminds me of the definition for ANA, and they have like to alleviate suffering, to facilitate healing. I know that I've been called to release love into other people. When people are not feeling well, I have a tendency to want to really be able to help that other person. But as far as navigating through challenges as a nurse, I mean, I was a nurse for multiple years before I went into leadership. And so what really helped me out in my early years is to know that I was coming to work to make a difference, to know that my why for coming is really to make a difference in someone's life, to make sure that I'm making their day different, better. Because when you're in a hospital, you're not there because you want to be there. And so you are not at your best when you're there. But still, as a practitioner with a higher consciousness, a caring consciousness, I am able to see beyond the negativity, see beyond the bad attitude. So I'm able to see beyond that. Now, let me tell you this. It took practice. It took practice, multiple years of practicing, working on number one. That's so important for nurses. I think personal development is like the key. That's the secret sauce, because when I become a better human being, then I operate differently. And that's why I like the quote by Paul Coelho. He says that maybe the journey isn't so much about becoming, but it's about unbecoming anything that's not like you so that you could become who you were destined to be. And so that unbecoming is if you show up and you know you have an attitude and people have told you that you had an attitude, let's unbecome that. Well, how do I change my attitude? You start putting other things in you, things that empower you. Start listening to, there's so much out there now on YouTube, motivation, there's inspiration, there's education, there's everything that you want. You can just look it up. You are no longer left without the knowledge and the wisdom of how to show up your authentic, true self. Especially as a nurse, as nurses, we went into the profession to care. However, in the midst of the darkness within the system, sometimes caring is very difficult. And that's why you have to be at a higher consciousness so that you can maintain your perspective. Now, I am not talking about getting pushed over. I'm talking about protecting your brand. My brand is peace. My brand is love. My brand is being able to go in and shift atmosphere so that things can be better. Like the environment, I want people to feel better. And that's the way that I wanted to always present myself. If I had like an attitude for the day, I made sure I did my work. I prayed, I did breath work, I did different things. I left stuff that I need to leave at home, those kind of things. You have to start like literally taking care of yourself, because well-being is more than you getting a massage. It's more than you going to the gym. It's more than you actually even stopping and pausing. Well-being really works in so many different domains. Like your well-being and physical may be on point, but emotional, mental may not be. And so that's why it's so important for you to do the work. I think every nurse that's out there should take upon the mantle to want to be the best, the highest expression of themselves so that they can go in and deliver the compassionate human care that they so want to provide because they have to do it sometime in the midst of the dark systems that we work for. Now, we thank God for the systems as far as the medical, the healthcare mountain, but we know that sometimes within the system, there's a lot of challenges that you have to face. And so, for you to continue to maintain the integrity of who you are and who you have worked to be, then sometimes you have to, all the time, you have to be working on yourself. You have to be working on yourself way more than you actually are at work. So what does that mean? Because most people are at work the majority of their life. You have to do the work. That's it.